Don, the Bishop is out now.
Yeah.
The song, the video, we'll get into that. And creatively, music wise, you are creative, either from your cover arts to your
For sure.
visuals to the actual beat selection. But I want to take them back where you at with it. You say your granddaddy was, the bishop was somebody who reminded you of your
Yeah.
granddaddy.
For sure.
Where you come from? How did you end up with your grandparents? Like, take me back to early 24.
Early 24, like I said, my mama was what 18 when she had me. My
Mm.
mama birthday February 24th. My birthday March 17th. So that means after her 18th birthday, she had me. You feel me?
Soon as
But
she,
then roughly 2 years after that, she pregnant with my sister. You know
oh
what I'm
wow,
saying? So it's like, damn, I'm not even 20 years old yet. I'm about to have two kids. You know what I'm saying? And she let me go move with my dad's mom. You know what I'm saying? She my dad's mom, and they black. So my mom
okay.
was white and Indian. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what they say. I don't know. My daddy black. You know what I'm saying? And I was raised by his mother and her husband, not my daddy's father, because my daddy's father was already married to another. Like it, you know what I'm saying? It's like I had to find a lot of shit later in life, but
Right,
you
right.
know what I'm saying? It was like that. So it's like shit, my granddaddy who actually raised me, that's all I ever knew as a man, you know what I'm saying? And he
Right.
went from doing rock and roll music to when I was growing up living with him, he was doing gospel music. But shit, I ain't understand how he was doing gospel music and it cussed me out at the same goddamn. Like, hey,
In the
little
same
motherfucker, you
instant.
better do this. And I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You a gospel singer, but at the same time, like I had to understand where he came from. You know what I'm saying?
So you had
But
it in the house though, the,
yeah,
the
it was that. Like we
influence.
had equipment in there. I didn't know
Mm.
all this, like amplifiers, microphones, all these cords and shit. I had all this shit. My room was my room and the storage room at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Yeah, they kept
Shit,
everything
I
in
still
there.
remember that house, 2700 Remington Street. Grew up roaches in the house. Still
Where we
remember
at
that. You
with
know
it?
what I'm
Where,
saying?
we in
Vegas
Charlotte with it?
Ford.
Or? Okay,
Vegas
okay.
Ford, 2700 Remington Street. Anybody know that's right around the corner from LC Coleman where Mellow Ball just put the new the court at.
See,
That's my neighborhood
see
part.
what Tony Ford is a real
Tony Ford.
charlatan. Is a
Tony
real
Ford. Little
real
Tony from the Ford.
real
Yeah.
charlatan, and ain't no cap in
Nah.
it. And you could really, you've seen it evolve, I'm sure.
Yeah,
But
for
in them
sure.
younger days, like everybody has that moment, that switch point where something affected. Do you think having to go with your grandparents was what
Nah,
made,
because to me,
musically too,
not. I mean, well, I will say it has an effect. That's what housed it. That's what created it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Just me
right.
being in that environment. But at the same time, like that, because all I ever knew was really living with my grandparents. I didn't know anything
Mm,
outside of that. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? I didn't. Like I said, I was like 2 years old when I moved in with my grandma, so I didn't
That's
really
all you saw, yeah.
know. Like that's my mama.
Right.
That's my mama. Like my mama, my best friend. Like me and my mom, we cool as fuck. You
That
know what I'm saying?
dynamic, because she just like the age
But we
dynamic
grew up
even.
together, and I know how it is now because I got a son that's 17. I had him at 18.
Whoa.
So, he about to be
Wow.
17. So it's like we grew up together. Like that's my little homie. But at the same time, grandma is my mama. So
Hmm.
like I never knew anything outside of that. So like just that part of it didn't affect me. It was like because I had that, and then had my dad that would come around and check me too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's going on?
Right
If
behind
if,
it.
if Granddaddy had to do something, I gotta come do something too, cause he done had to call me about it.
Right,
So it was
right.
like, all right,
Was you kind of wild or
I wouldn't.
out?
Why? I just say like I was. I mean, by growing up with them, I was taught, I was raised different. Because you know how it is when you grow up with the young parents and you living with the young parents, you get to do what you want to
Do what you
do.
want.
But I ain't get to do what I wanted to do. But at the same time, I had time
Hmm.
because grandma got off work at 2:15. I used to get out of school, get home off the bus. I let myself in the house. I had to wait, 34. So I might have a friend or two over, what I'm saying,
Yeah,
whatever,
that
before
little
they
bit of
get there.
freedom.
That little bit of freedom, but at the same time, it was like, I grew up like in an old school way. But at
Hmm.
the same time, I was like behind. I was this is advantages and disadvantages. I grew up with the old school mentality. But like as far as like technology, my friends had computers with inkjets. I was typing on the typewriter.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna wait to break that down because even in your
Nah, that's it.
like as a probably as a man and things that like what we are programmed to think as like handling business thing. Your grandfather probably made sure those things were instilled, taken
Right.
care. But your grandpa wasn't also gonna teach you how to get on instant messaging and type no message with
What
because
was that?
he looking like, and then
Bruh.
when you asking for it, he
Now
ain't
I ain't gonna lie, my
understanding.
granddad, he tried to stay up on game with shit, but at the same time, like, you remember when AOL used to send them disc out
Oh yeah, the
to your house? Like,
loader
you load that bitch up and then you get the free trial to the
free
internet, and
trial.
if you can, man, I did that shit one time and put the free trial on there, and then they got charged.
Ah,
And he was like,
it's
yo,
over.
what the hell is this showing up on my phone bill? Like, and I'm like, my friends got the internet. Like, I didn't know what an email address was till I got to like 6th grade.
Oh damn.
7th grade.
And you not, I mean, you not no old, you a 90s
I'm not, yeah, I'm
baby.
an 80s baby.
80s baby. So even
I'm a
then,
late 80s baby.
yeah, you should.
So I didn't know what an email address was. Like, I promise you. And I didn't even go say 6. Probably say, yeah, it was 6 by 6th grade.
Okay.
6th, 7th grade, because you remember when them Apple Macs came out with the different color backs?
Yeah.
They would
Big
come out
joints.
like teal, blue, or purple. So that we had technology. Like, I went to Reggie Davis. You know what I'm saying? There was a IB school at the time, and I was in the IB program. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no dummy. I just didn't like school. But at the same time, I was an IB program, so I remember starting to get those, and we had to start having email addresses. But even then, I don't even remember using the email address until I got to Wilson. Like, I failed 7th grade on some crazy shit. My dad went to prison. You know what I'm saying? That was that pivotal point.
That's that moment right there.
That was that moment, like, because like I said, my granddaddy would always there to check me. But then if my daddy had to come check me behind my granddaddy, because my daddy was my football coach. Like, that's what I remember him as, like, growing up. Like, he come pick me up, we go to football practice. And we did other stuff together, but that's the most thing, like, because I couldn't even call him dad on the field. I called him coach.
Coach.
So,
Yeah.
like, my dad ended up going to prison for a little, like a year or so, you know what I'm saying? But it was like right at that pivotal moment in life, like 12 going to 13.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 6th going to 7th grade. I just got to middle school. You know what I'm saying? I've been a ladies man. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm grandma, granddaddy raising me, and grandpa gone. My granddad used to be gone. Like I said, I remember he come home 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I've been in rehearsal all night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rehearsal.
You know what I'm saying? I've been in rehearsal. And I used to be up until cause my grandma sleep.
Right.
So
right,
I'm
right.
up till he get
You
home.
seeing him
Like I said,
come
I'm
in.
watching HBO, I'm doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? And when he come up, cut to you.
Yeah.
And it used to be crazy because, like, he was the bootleg man.
Damn. You had the cool.
Hold on. No,
you had the
hold
cool
on,
house though. What you mean?
No, what you mean? Because I got 6 to 9 VCRs in my room. I got about 3 to 6 VCRs in the hallway. I got like 3 to 6 VCRs in the living room. And my job is to keep everything recorded, keep production rolling.
Oh wait, you was the
Keep
keep
production rolling. You feel me? So I'm talking about up to the
That's
point where
funny.
like cutting the labels out, putting them on the tapes, cutting the motherfucking shit out, putting it in the box. You
That's
feel
that
me?
hustle though.
That's why I learned it though.
That's that. That's
I didn't, but like I said, all of that. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But like, so by the time my granddaddy died in 2002, and his birthday March 13th, so he coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Rest his soul for sure.
We both Pisces. You know what I'm saying? But he died like right when bootlegging DVDs was not out yet. Bootlegging CDs was the thing, and we had just started like doing CDs. And I've worked for my granddaddy my entire life.
Okay.
Until he died.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So from 6 years old, I remember when he first told me, when I started elementary school at Paul Tucker Elementary. I started elementary school. He told me, "You gonna earn your way around this house." So I had to feed the dogs, take out the trash.
Oh yeah.
Every day from his room, bathroom, you know what I'm saying, kitchen, and that was my job. That was my routine. And then, like, Booty Call came out.
The movie.
Booty Call. No,
Love
matter of
that
fact,
movie.
I'm gonna go back before
Love
Booty
that
Call
movie.
because Booty Call is when we started doing it off of the VCRs. Casino.
Even further.
Casino. I remember him having me set the camcorder up in front of the TV.
Oh, y'all was literally recording.
Yeah, so I remember that, and from that point, I was working for him. But it taught me production. So when I first started doing music, like I was trying to produce my own CDs.
Yeah.
They let me record 100 of these motherfuckers, make the labels for them, whatever. But the problem was, I didn't have no friends that did graphic designs and shit like that. I was drawing my fucking, you know what I'm saying, covers and shit.
It's crazy to say that because
Yeah.
look at your cover art now, the Back to the Future
Yeah.
cover.
Shout out my boy Louis,
like,
Quasar.
I was looking at a bunch of different
Yeah.
ones and I'm like, oh, that's motherfuckers creative. But
Yeah.
but let me wrap this around because I would say all of that shows me a lot of people I can come on here and ask them like, give me some of your influences. Like, tell me some of the people you look to start doing this. But it seems like you had a lot of that right there in the crib, and that probably
I didn't realize it.
Of course, we never do.
I mean,
we
when
never
you get
do.
whip cracked on your back,
You thinking they just own me,
On
but
you,
in reality,
boy.
is to
Yeah.
make sure you don't go look at such and such and.
Y'all be quiet and paying this guy. Shout out to you.
But in reality, you making sure they're not. These other people aren't influencing you and getting to your mind.
Yeah, I remember my granddaddy came home one time. You remember Mystical?
Yeah, for sure.
Like Mystical, like my favorite No Limit artist. You know what I'm saying? So, cause for some reason I always like the artist that was different. Wayne was always my favorite cat. But as soon as he came out, I was like, I like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's the nigga. I you know what I'm saying? I fuck with his sound. But Mystical had just came out with Unpredictable. I used to have my homeboys, cause you remember Willie's? Willie's. See, now you don't know nothing about Willie's.
Y'all gotta remember.
So on Betas Ford, cause I'm original.
You're a real Charlotte. Y'all gotta remember, I'm a South Carolina baby, and this Charlotte done and took me in. So I appreciate it. Put me on game though.
All right,
Put me on game.
Willie's used to be on Betas Ford, right there where the Doobie Shop is.
Okay.
The beauty supply store and the vape store on the back
Okay.
side right now. Right there beside the check cash spot on Betas Ford on the south. But Willie's used to be right there, and like when new music used to drop, like artists used to pop up there at Willie's and do CD signings and shit like that. But I used to have my homeboys that was a little bit older than me to go to Willie's and like buy tapes for me, cause you know like 17 and older you can't get shit. But Bone Thugs was my shit. You know what I'm saying? Tupac was my shit. Like, and I get a Walkman. I'm like, damn, y'all give me a Walkman for Christmas, but don't let me get no music. But when I used to ride, I ain't gonna lie, when I used to ride my pop, he used to put me under that shit. I remember riding around my pops, listening to 2 Live Crew. Actually, like, Flavor Flav. That's like, my papa tell you, he remember I was like 2 years old, and Flavor Flav playing on the radio, and I'm in the background like, yeah, boy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I always felt like I had it in me. Like, living with my grandma and my granddad, I had no siblings that lived in the house with me and that. I used to be in the mirror with a brush in my hand. Yeah, going in. I'm LL Cool J today. Whoever I can be, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I wasn't even allowed to watch BET or MTV, but Granddaddy was always at rehearsal, thank God.
That's all you needed to see. So, Tony Ford here with us. Let me fast forward then. So you get in the stool, or you make the decision to when does this happen? And before I even get to there, like you said that's what you wanted to do, but what was it before? Like if it wasn't music, what was that high school?
Sports.
Okay, basketball, football.
Football. I used to play football. Like I said, my pops was my football coach, so I was in football ever since I was like since like 96. I was playing football. I used to play for the Winterfield Cowboys. And we was truth, you know what I'm saying? Truth like that. Like a lot of people from my team, like shit, actually my boy Andre Thor, he football coach at Independence. He played for Independence when they, you know what I'm saying?
Back then, boy, it was all the way like that.
A lot of us like was like that. Like a lot of my boys, like our team was the truth. And my pop, he was a good coach. You know what I'm saying? I give him that. And I went from middle school football, like 8th grade year. I won all kind of awards when I went to Wilson. I was MVP of the year, just athlete of the year, football MVP, track MVP. I even got an award for basketball, and I never played basketball.
What took you off of that though? What? Just time? Just Cause I tell you, for me,
Interest.
I was size, bro. I wanted to be Ed Reed, but I was Muggsy Bogues size. It just wasn't gonna happen,
That,
cuz.
so
It wasn't
so
happening.
all right. So peep game. Like I said, my pops was always on me. So ninth grade year, you know, I transitioning from eighth to ninth grade. It's different. Like you going from middle school to high school. I gotta see how it is. So my plan was, I'm gonna go see how high school is, run track, cause that's later in the year. Get them, you know what I'm saying? Get up, stick to my books. Then I'm gonna play football the next year, cause I gotta get bigger.
For sure.
Cause these niggas is big.
Niggas is, all the niggas is
Man,
big.
I went to summer camp, like the football training over the summer. Ninth grade year. So I ain't even went to high school yet, but I'm already in training for football. Man, we weight training doing that. Man, I'm like, fuck this shit. I ain't doing this. Next thing you know, school starts. I'm in geometry class. I'll never forget. I'm in geometry class, Mr. King. And Coach Enoch comes to Mr. King's classroom and says, yeah, we need to see Mr. Evans. What? Mr. King is the track coach, but he's my geometry teacher. I'm already telling Mr. King has been watching me run track for 2 years. Hurdles, I was the fastest in middle. My record was a 13 flat in middle school. I'm hopping fences on their ass. So, Mr. King says, if my hurdler gets hurt, it's gonna be me and you. He tells Enoch this jokingly. I played football the whole season. They came to get me out of class to go sign me up to do my physical. My dad and talked to the coaches, whatever. They did. Yeah, we getting you. I end up playing JV because they like, all right, we're gonna let you play JV, and at the end of the season, we bump you up to varsity. I played JV. The last game of the season, our team sucked. I ain't gonna lie, our team sucked, but I was a beast in this, so they already. Our JV sucked. Our varsity was good. Everybody was on varsity, but so they like, yeah, we gonna pick you up after the last game. Last game. First play of the game, they kick it off to us. Right? Boom. Halloween night. Never forget. North Meg versus West Shaw. They kick it off to us. I told my boy in the back, I said, man, we taking it back. Catch it. I blocked him the whole way. We took it back on the kickoff. Second play, we kick it off to them. Next play, they running the play. I'm offense and defense. I never got off the field. So they quarterback, you know what I'm saying, he dropped back, bam, I sack him. I was number 9, so I hear the coach say, get number 9. Second play of the game. Same thing. They drop back, sack him, bow. As I sack him, somebody came and hit me in my leg with their helmet.
That's your leg up.
I'm standing straight up, my leg touching the ground. My knee touching the ground. While I'm straight up. I'm like, oh shit, man, fall to the ground. You know what I'm saying?
But
To this day, my knee still ain't no good, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember trying to like work it out on the sideline and just, my dad on something like, you better get back in the game, you letting your team down. We lost by 2 points that game.
Damn. Let me do this because I don't wanna run this long time because we're gonna run a long time. I wanna let me transition. How do we get to the booth then? If we was on the field, because I know those things can coexist. You know, it's the same mentality to me. But how we get to the booth?
All in all, I've always wanted to be a rapper. Deion Sanders. Must be the money.
Yeah,
I saw Deion do it. I was like, shit, whatever I do, I'm gonna play football. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna still, because I told you I used to be in the mirror with the brush. So, bam, fast forward. All right, I can't play football no more because I tried the good boy route. I really tried the good boy route. I tried to, like, I had friends that did everything, and I tried to, hey, y'all do that, it's cool, but you know what I'm saying, do this. My granddaddy died when I was 15. That's 8th grade, you know what I'm saying? I'm the man of the house. My daddy, you know what I'm saying? He was home first, but he off doing his own thing now. He don't live with us no more, it's just me and Granny. And I can't play ball no more. What do I gotta do? I'm from Bates Ford. Now it's to the point where, damn, at least when Grandpa was alive, Grandma could afford to sneak and buy me shoes. I used to get in trouble for getting shoes. So Grandma can afford to sneak and buy me shoes. Shit, now I'm to the point, none of that's there. All right, fuck it. Sell dope, sell weed, do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm getting into this. And I'm already into this. Shit, might as well rap about it. Because I already been doing music before this.
Right.
I wrote my first shit when I was like 10 years old. My daddy actually found my first rap book and was like, you don't need to be cursing and don't be writing all this shit with cursing. I was cursing. I was like, all right, maybe I do need to stop that. And he actually was probably my biggest antagonist, like the person most against me doing music.
Usually it is.
At the time. Like now, my dad probably one of my biggest supporters. Hey man, I put my people on.
You be telling everybody
like,
about it now.
Yeah, and you be like, all right, appreciate it, Pop. You know what I'm saying?
But it's probably because also you're not living per se in the same way that you know what I'm saying, whereas at that time.
Nah.
I'm sure he probably seen more now to be like.
And it's like showing proof. You know what I'm saying? Showing proof. Like, I was just saying I want to go to the studio and I want to do, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't have the luxury of somebody, hey, well, let my family investing into me and doing this and that. So when I was able to start doing it, I did it on my own. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I had to do it. And to this day, like, I done did this shit for over 15 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most people would have gave up.
For sure. But
they gave up. Like, I feel like I'd be stupid to give up.
At this point, why?
Because even
why
if,
would you give up?
Like, I don't get to, you didn't sign with this label, you didn't sign. Shit, I still made it to this level and I made it on my own. I built this, you know what I'm saying? No, I could show the next person, like, this is what you need to do.
You did it, like you said, you did it, and you did it on your own, and that's a lot of people can't say that regardless of the level they're at. Just when you talk about investing, putting into your craft, I want to show the people right now what investing in your dreams and things, in your visuals, shoot.
Y'all do know, all right, so this Steven the Dream, Tony Ford from $1 in a Dream.
For sure.
That's all we really got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The dream at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But as far as investing, the first investment is, studio time. You know what I'm saying? Studio time. Damn, I gotta pay for that.
Yeah.
That's an hourly thing. But now you done went and recorded a song. Now I gotta go get it mixed and mastered.
That's another one.
That's another investment. Now I got it mixed and mastered. What I need to do next? I need to put some promo behind it before I even upload it to any platform that I'm gonna upload it to.
Need to get some
I
buzz.
need to just go ahead and promo that shit now and just be getting it buzzing.
My image better be right too, so I gotta invest in my image.
So I gotta invest in my image. Like, now I gotta go to the club and talk to DJs.
I gotta invest in my connections.
It's so much that goes into just being an artist. It's almost like you gotta be crazy to do it. Because why the fuck is you the only dummy paying to go to work?
But see, and that's where it's you're right when you can see it there. But if they told you, okay, tomorrow we're gonna give you everything that you asked.
Guess what? And I wake up every day thinking that tomorrow.
Because when they do, what you ain't gonna give a damn about all that you put in, everything. You gonna say, wow.
Because it's gonna come back tenfold.
So I respect and I love the hustle and the grind. Your visual for the Bishop, you had to have invested in that motherfucker because it looked so good. We're gonna get into it. I want you to introduce it to the people, let them know what they about to see, what they about to check out, and we come back into it and get into this.
They're finna check out one of the most underrated, most slept on videos in the game, featuring one of the most, the biggest P in the world, D Bishop Magic Don Juan. You know what I'm saying? As I pay homage to him like none other, and let him know that shit. I feel like the Bishop, because when I used to go out, I used to be with so many girls, like, and even like my wife, like it'd be my wife and a whole bunch of other girls with us. They'd be like, damn, what's up, pimp, man? You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, damn, they think I'm pimping, you know what I'm saying? But You know, we ain't gonna talk about that.
I was
But
gonna say we need to get into that. I think we probably early in my life, you know, I had an affinity for a lot of women, just having a lot of women. But
yeah,
we,
I mean, I'm a polygamist, so you know what I'm saying. And my wife, she know, you know what I'm saying. Like,
bruh.
it's
Let's get into the bishop.
so the bishop. You know what I'm saying. By Tony Ford, future Bishop Magic Don Juan, man. We went out there to LA and did our thing. Shout out to the church, preach,
Let's
tapping
get
out.
it. We'll be right back. This is the third interview series. Let's get it.
Okay. Yeah. See the green for the money, the gold for the honey.
Y'all know what's gonna be.
$1 and a dream. ADD. Add it up. It's Tony.
Tony Ford,
Two
man.
tones.
The bishop.
I feel like the bishop, they think I'm pimpin'.
Wow.
Cause I got more hoes than St. Nicholas, covered in glitter. That must be my stripper bitch. She always dancing for me, I don't tip her shit. I got this college bitch, she so intelligent. I really fuck with her just for her intellect. Who am I kidding? That bitch ain't too silly. But her feeling rich and that pussy get super wet. I feel like the bishop, they think I'm pimpin'. Cause I got more hoes than St. Nicholas, covered in glitter. That must be my stripper bitch. She always dancing for me, I don't tip her shit. I got this college bitch, she so intelligent. I really fuck with her just for her intellect. Who am I kidding? That bitch ain't too silly. But her feeling rich and that pussy get super wet. Hey, I got this chick, she think she the shit. She act like a bitch, man, I swear she conceited. And I still remember the first day I met her. She asked if we fucking, we keep it a secret. Cause she got a man, and that bitch be cheat. He ain't no issue, that nigga a weak. Pussy so good, we fuck every week. And I call her Radina, cause that bitch she freak. And I think I love her, man, I must be tweak. Fuck, I been drinking, it must be the reason. Must be the reason this bitch got me singing. We fucked on the sink and I thought it was leave. She wet like a shower, I feel like I need it. She drink a little liquor, but she don't smoke reefer. Text me at work and she tell me she miss me. Find out she a squirter, yeah, that bitch a keeper. I got this yellow bitch, her name Shaquita. She always get mad when I call her Chiquita. I just can't help it, her head is bananas. That bitch really crazy, yeah, she Puerto Rican. I got this bitch like the fuck on a Sunday. She don't go to church, but her daddy the D. She always be screaming, oh God, when she coming. This bitch got me thinking she let out a demon. I feel like the bishop, they think I'm pimpin'. Cause I got more hoes than St. Nicholas, covered in glitter. That must be my stripper bitch. She always dancing for me, I don't tip her shit. I got this college bitch, she so intelligent. I really fuck with her just for her intellect. Man, who am I kidding? That bitch ain't too silly. But her feeling rich and that pussy get super wet. I feel like the bishop, they think I'm pimpin'. Cause I got more hoes than St. Nicholas, covered in glitter. That must be my stripper bitch. She always dancing for me, I don't tip her shit. I got this college bitch, she so intelligent. I really fuck with her just for her intellect. Man, who am I kidding? That bitch ain't too silly. But her feeling rich and that pussy get super wet. I got this one bitch, I ain't even fucked her yet. I see her once a month, nothing too serious. Swear she a virgin, a born again virgin, but like sucking dick when she come on her period. I got this lesbian, she say she curious. I ate her pussy for breakfast like cereal. I started drinking the milk out the bowl. She said it tickle when I lick her clitoris. Can't understand her, she speaking in gibberish. Can't even take it, but she say she want the dick. First I couldn't get in it, hard just to fit in it. Now she stuck on it, I can't get her off of it. I got me one, but she ratchet, little pretty bitch. Might get a check every month, so illiterate. Can't even take the bitch out nowhere public. She tripping, cause that bitch you stuck on that ghetto shit. I had this one bitch and we used to kick, smoking the bong in the barn with the chicks. Back on the farm with her brother and sister. She came back with me to have sex in the city. I should've kept her cause she making figures, but she didn't like me around other bitches. I never mentioned the fact she was white, but one night she fucked up and she called me her nigga. I feel like the bishop, they think I'm pimpin'. Cause I got more hoes than St. Nicholas, covered in glitter. That must be my stripper bitch. She always dancing for me, I don't tip her shit. I got this college bitch, she so intelligent. I really fuck with her just for her intellect. Man, who am I kidding? That bitch ain't too silly. But her feeling rich and that pussy get super wet. I feel like the bishop, they think I'm pimpin'. Cause I got more hoes than St. Nicholas, covered in glitter. That must be my stripper bitch. She always dancing for me, I don't tip her shit. I got this college bitch, she so intelligent. I really fuck with her just for her intellect. Man, who am I kidding? That bitch ain't too silly. But her feeling rich and that pussy get super wet.
Appreciate that love, Tony. You did. Two-tone. The Bishop Magic Don Juan. Honor and pay homage and follow him on Instagram. And don't forget the money. That's live. Church, preach, tabernacle. It's going down. Thank you, Two-Tone. The Bishop.
Back in the building, this, that, and the third. Interview series, Steven the Dream, Tony Ford. Just watched the video for the Bishop.
Yes, sir.
Think I'm the Bishop.
They think I'm pimping. Why?
Man,
So I got more hoes than St. Nicholas.
I tell you that the visual on that is crazy. I know it was a crazy day. You got the Bishop there. You had the strong. What was the
So what's crazy about
the
her?
girl?
I met her on the plane, getting off the plane. I every other girl that's in my video besides the chick, the Bishop bro,
Right,
China Doll.
right.
Every other girl I had really booked already. I was already ready for them. I met the strong chick. I was like, I need that. I already done said this in the song, and I saw her on the plane, and I was like, yo, what you doing
That's
tomorrow?
crazy.
And she was with it.
That's
And
crazy.
she drove like 45 minutes to come be in the video. Brought her son. Her son got the same birthday as me.
Really? Oh,
So
it was definitely.
he,
it was
you know what I'm
definitely.
saying? He came through, helped on the set and everything. But yeah, she's a like fitness person. Like she does body sculpt and some other shit. Ashley Gerhardt, shout out to her.
I think it was just dope that you, like, first of all, you don't see a lot of clean, put together visuals like that from people from around this way. I just be 100. You
Nah,
know,
I
with a
always-
budget behind, like, that was a budgeted video, I'm sure.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
was.
And the fact that, is that what ultimately you do this for too, to bring them visions to life? Because I'm sure there's more that you
I
gonna
feel
put
like
together.
I would have 100 more videos out right now if I had the budget to complete my
Right,
vision.
right.
Like I don't like throwing no bullshit out here and just doing something just because I can say I did the video to it. You feel
Right.
me? So, like, yeah, having that budget is important. You know what I'm saying? If you look at any of my videos, from my very first video, y'all didn't know I was Ghost Money Montana
Ghost
before
Money.
Tony Ford.
Ghost
So,
Money.
My first video I shot with Manny Mac, Sunshine in the Rain. You know, I at least try to do some type of visual to it, you know, and everything else after that, like just putting concepts and creativity to it versus just being, oh, we got niggas in the hood with guns, we gonna
Right.
keep the dope boy or the somebody getting robbed in the video, you know.
Y'all,
what I'm
let's
saying?
do this
Like,
fake robbery scene.
yeah, or this
Y'all
hey,
niggas run
hey,
out the
bro,
back.
we gonna set the play up, you know what I'm saying?
And then they gonna come from behind.
Yeah.
And
Come on, we seen it 1,000 times. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
that's fact.
Like I really like to like remake movies and like do a lot of little shit like that. Like some people didn't even realize, like way back. I'm with my dog, like Sherman and Peabody up in the way backs. Don't nobody know what Sherman and Peabody
you
is.
putting them on.
They don't know, but at the same time they travel. Just the dog, you know what I'm saying, and his boy to travel through the time machine, and
Sherman and
go wherever,
Peabody.
whenever. And actually, the kids in that video was me and my homies. And I went back to revisit myself as a child
I see
and
what
let
you're doing.
my children, my child self, have fun. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
because I didn't get to grow up like a regular child. I grew up working.
You want to go back
Yeah.
because you ain't have it. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So if they see like that's what it was.
I was gonna ask putting that together because it's like your
And
image.
both of those are with Drew Kosak, my boy Drew Kosak from Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's who shot him.
But he lives in L.A. You know what I'm saying? He done work with me, Blueface, Trippie Redd. You know what I'm saying? A couple other people. So, yeah.
Your image. One of the first times I seen you perform, not the first time. One of the times I seen you perform, it was Halloween. So I think you was decked out with the
$1 Million Scarecrow. man.
yeah, with the full garb and everything.
So that probably was like the second or third time I did that.
Really?
If you seen me, cause
Yeah.
I did it the first time when I dropped the $1 Million Scarecrow project in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Talk to me about the tats, your image. Like, is that, you got your own brand? Like, is that all strategic in being the artist, or is that just Tony Ford?
That's just me.
you
That's
know?
just Tony Ford. You know what I'm saying? I am the $1 Million Scarecrow because when you think about it like this, right?
Mhm.
Scarecrow, you see a nigga, and that's what that project was all about.
Mhm.
You see something hanging in a field for so long. It's just been hanging there. And you see it all the time, but you never took the time to go look inside of it and see what was actually in it. You know what I'm saying? All for it to be $1 million inside of it, but you didn't take the time to
That's
go
deep.
see. But somebody eventually did. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was about.
That's
like,
dope.
Like I really still I wrote the script to the movie for it. I'm just still waiting to work on it. You know what I'm saying? But
Your music, like you said, is usually, I see a theme or something put together, but very melodic. I can hear the rock and roll inspiration. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be some of that, like the.
Cause I always got called the white boy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey.
Always, hey,
I was called a white boy. You lighter than me,
man. First niggas thought I was Mexican. I still got one boy, my nigga to this day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Niggas be like, Mexican, throw the money. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But motherfuckers ain't know what I was growing up. Like,
yeah.
They thought I was adopted type shit. Hell, I thought I was adopted. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I just know when I look in the mirror, I see this, and then I'm around these people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know my mama, I know my daddy, but I'm around these people, and like I love my granny. You know what I'm saying? That's
you seem very family oriented. I know you got you got your kids. You know you got kids of all ages, don't you? Like
kids right now. You know what I'm saying? From going on 17 to 6-month-old.
We want our kids, you know, to be what they want, to be the best that they can be. But what do you, are there any artists you see already that's blossoming? It's just, your son that's oldest, he rapping, yeah. Like what do you see for your kids early right now?
Put it like this. What are kids? Kids are 100%, because kids is like music.
Mm-hmm.
And music is 200%.
Yep.
You
Talk
got
about it.
the composer.
Y'all listen to that
and the
now.
author, right?
Right.
So I was the author. I wrote the story for my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I already had it in my mind that I was gonna have my first son.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Eventually, me and my baby mom, we had a baby like high school age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so she put 100% of her. I put 100% of me at the time because that's all we had to give. And at that time, I was an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
I was a track star, football player. My 17-year-old is a track star and a football player.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, me growing, as I grew and progressed, everything that I learned, you know what I'm saying, and everything that every one of my child's mother has learned, at the time that we had children, we put that into them. So I put 100% into my daughter, my second child. I was dancing and all this stuff by this time. She danced, you know what I'm saying, do that. By the next child, I was in the acting and singing. So
you're feeling into
every time I create myself, I recreate myself, and I give 100%. And that other 100%, you know what I'm saying, they might be whatever they mom put into them, but they still got what I gave them too, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And we just get more and more. That's how we copy ourselves, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Y'all listen to my theory, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're going to talk about that later.
I'll say this. The way you think about things is very interesting. I think it ultimately is like you said, we can sit here and talk a lot,
Forever.
but only because I think you're trying to really get your message across. Like, be you, bro. Like that's what I'm seeing, or that's what I'm hearing from you. Because
who else can you be?
Because all the things that made you go back and you attribute them from your parents, your grandparents, your experiences, and all that. And even from the people saying you was a certain way, but at the end of the day, you stand on the principles you decide to stand on and live by, and who you are.
And I've never been a pussy come my head and never let it.
Talk to
you know what I'm saying? Like when
you
you from where I'm from, when you from Bakersboro, especially me being the light skin, the Mexican.
Yeah.
I was the first one.
Yeah.
It went first before me. It was no other over there like me. So me growing from Remington Street, like everybody knew Lil Tony. You know what I'm saying? And I had to grow up different, but at the same time, like niggas always pick a fight.
Yeah.
I always was taught to choose your battles. You know what I'm saying? Choose your battles. Everything ain't worth me jumping into, and like, you think that, you talking that, you ain't proved nothing to me yet to make me jeopardize anything I stand against.
Right.
Yeah, and until you do that, you know what I'm saying, that's whatever.
Bark.
You know what I'm saying?
Bark, dog.
And when you make me have to stand on something, I'm going to have to stand on something. But everything that's worth standing on you ain't worth standing on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm learning that later in life too, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, as I'm still going on.
I had to learn that later in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I learned when I did, you know what I'm saying? And I learned what I did. Like, yeah, because everything, I mean, you know how many people would be dead if every time somebody owes somebody money and, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, I gotta go. This nigga think I'm like, man,
motherfuckers. Hey, left and right.
We can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just have to take your losses and, you know what I'm saying, look at them as lessons and learn from everything. Like, shit, some of your friends, okay, man, they let me down. You know, people you really thought you could depend on let you down. Like, all right, you know, it was a lesson. Like, I had to see, like, really, the only person I could depend on is myself and God. That's it.
Well, Tony Ford, I appreciate the time, man, the conversation. I think we're gonna have to get into a part 2 soon, cause I know some other stuff, some questions I wanted to know.
We're gonna need a whole bunch of these, you know what I'm saying?
But let the people know where they can find you. Let them know where they would get the music, what's out now, the brand. Give them the rundown.
Yeah, y'all can find me at Don't Forget the Money. That's Don't with the foe. You know what I'm saying? Get the money. All spelled out. Don't forget the money. Y'all want to check out the brand. Y'all see a nigga fly sell up in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? But we got on that Blank Clothing right now, so y'all make sure y'all check out The Blank Clothing Company at The Blank Clothing Company and go to the website. Make sure you shop there. Anyway, it's $1 and a dream. I'm with Steven the Dream. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, it's your boy Tony Ford, a.k.a. Ghost Money, the $1 Million Scarecrow, a.k.a. Two-Tone, still pretty Tony, all my old hoes. You can call me what you want, just don't forget the money. And this was this, that, and the third, bitch.
This nigga did the outro better than me. All I'm gonna say is shout out to Instinction, shout out to Creative Vibe Visuals. I'm Steven the Dream, voice of the Carolinas. Tony Ford, my dog, talk this shit, man.
Yeah, man. We out of here, baby.
For sure.
Ain't nothing else to talk about.